7th July 2014, the day Unturned came out. A game not many people know, and yet a game that can easily trigger nostalgia feelings to everyone. The most obvious feature is the graphics. Unturned reminds you of Minecraft or of some kind of ancient graphics game, which catapults you into the past. Cartoonish graphics, almost pixelated and full of contrasted colors. A very simplistic choice that brings joy to your eyes. Unturned also has rudimental audio, a few birds singing in the sky, the soft movement of foliage while you're walking, and the loud shots of gunfire. No dialogue and no complex overlapping sound cues. It is pleasant to hear and pleasant to watch. It sticks in your memory as much as Minecraft does, but in its own way. It reminds you of the time you spent together in servers with your friends, or alone meeting new people. It reminds you of the bases you built with them, the villages you raided, and the gunfights you've had. In its purest vanilla form, Unturned is unique and melts the survival component of the game with the social component. If you played the game, you know. I bet you spent a lot of time near the military base, planning ambushes with your comrades, trying to loot the best guns and dominating the server. Do you remember the excitement you felt the first time you had built your own base? All that metal scrap you crafted, all the lockers you built in order to store the timber wool for the honey badger you had just stolen from an enemy player. Do you remember the disbelief you felt when the next day you found your base raided and destroyed? Yes, I know, it must have hurt. But I know you didn't give up, and you built a greater one. What? That got destroyed too? I know. You ended up building one underwater, or one far off in the sky. That took so long. But that's not all of it. Building is only half the fun. Destroying is twice as satisfying. Learning to craft new tools to make explosives, and then using items and vehicles you had never used. How much novelty in one single game. And the fear of losing everything. Playing as if everything in your inventory could be lost made the game so entertaining. I remember there were also servers that would make you keep your loot after death, but you didn't like those. They were boring or just pointless. I could stay here all day talking about what you did, like that time you ate berries for the first time, or that time you found a tank or a plane, when you found your first supply drop, or killed the first giant zombie, or found your first Elispec. Good times they were. You were probably a child or so, a young boy, and now that is just a distant past. So many things have changed, so many things to do, all that responsibility and the fear of messing everything up. And yet, you learned something from playing that game. You learned that no matter the situation, no matter the chaos around you, you must survive. You must find that food, drink that water, defend yourself from attacks. You must scout new areas for resources, fight the zombies, build your base, make new teammates, craft new tools, and use them to fight off adversity. Everything you do matters. Everything you do is a step forward to survival. Sometimes you might walk in pay and wonder, what is it all for? Fighting so much, walking so much, working so much, what for? Building a base just to see it raided, finding a timberwolf just to use the maple strike, killing a zombie just to wait until another one spawns. What's the point of all of this? From Belfast Airport all the way to Stratford, what for? Nothing. Everything you did will be cancelled by time. Servers will close. Teammates will fade. Tools will become useless and lonely because no player will give them meaning. The map will be a deserted island populated only by lifeless zombies. And you will be gone. But not now. Now, there are things to be taken care of. Business to attend, useless tasks that will be annihilated by the redundancy of time, the only real master of all human beings. But there are tasks to complete, because they are required for survival, and survival is the only thing that matters. Survival at all costs. Surviving is winning by definition. Existence is the sole purpose of existence, and that's more than enough. Then, deeds will not be left unturned, because you will find a way to survive, no matter the full moon. It could be sudden ambushes with an honey badger, or logarithmic battles against snipers. Whatever the case, you have crafted your dressings and refilled your magazines. Will they not be enough? You can still use your knife. Will that not suffice? There's always your fists. If you got handcuffed, you could still run somewhere else and find a key. And if you got killed, there would be nothing to worry about. You would take a deep breath and find your loot again. You did it countless times already, and you just couldn't see it. So relax and remember, playing is already half the job, because when you are playing, you know that things, sooner or later, won't be left unturned.